Jesus, Selby, you're worse than me. You're like a constant danger to yourself. Oh, come now, you four. Wasn't that bad?
Enough! The winning team is Class VII.
The victory is ours.
Yeah, we showed them.
Not bad.
A passable performance.
Passable, I'd say outstanding. Considering unlike some, I didn't use an art.
That was some fight.
We won! We really won!
Oh, Elliot, it wasn't that big of a
How
deal.
does it taste choking down your own hubris? This can't be happening. How could we lose to this rabble?
Hey, that was a good fight. Pretty intense, too. You had us on the defensive more than a few times. If we get another chance sometime, how...
Get your filthy hands off me! Don't you dare start acting like you're above me, Rean.
I'm sorry, it didn't look that way to me. It looked like he was being a sportsman, unlike some I could name.
Just because Ymir's lord took you in out of pity doesn't change the fact that you're a nobody without a drop of noble blood.
Okay, now that is taking it too far.
You son of a... That was uncalled for. The rest of you are no better. Did you somehow think scoring highest on the exams would mask the fact that you crawled up from the dregs of society?
If you're so damn good, Mr. Patrick, then why the hell didn't you get up there, huh? I'm sorry, if the nobility is as smart and talented as you say, why is it that a bunch of quote-unquote nobodies kicked your butt?
What if you, Reinford, a family of upstart arms peddlers who think being flush with money is all the pedigree they need? And what of the barbarian and your Jaeger tots? I'm surprised they could even read the enrollment forms.
Wow, someone is extremely salty.
What the hell?
I won't deny how the Reinford Company made its millions.
Am I the Jaeger tot? What terrible things to say.
He's a noble. It's kind of on par for what they are.
Patrick?
I think you might have crossed the line. Silence! You don't tell me what I can and can't say.
Oh, sweetheart, if you and I ever met, I would skewer you.
How utterly foul.
Enough of this.
I'm not sure I understand. Maybe you can clear things up. What is it about nobles that makes them superior to those who aren't?
Gaius?
I
Uh-oh.
won't deny that I'm not from this country. That's as plain as the nose on my face. Back in my homeland, we don't really have anything like your class system, so the concept is pretty foreign to me. Really, I mean no offense by asking, but I want to know what it is that elevates nobles above the rest of the people.
He's asking what makes you better than everyone else, dumbass, or can you not read between the lines?
The superiority of nobles is self-evident. We come from families of distinguished lineage built on generations of tradition.
Is that all? Because tradition can be easily broken.
That gives us a dignity, refinement, and pride that those of common worth could never hope to possess.
Right.
We represent the pinnacle of man's achievement. That is what makes us nobles.
Really?
I see. I've witnessed that dignity and refinement myself. I see it in how Laura and Eustace carry themselves. But that leads me to another question. I can understand the importance of tradition, lineage, dignity, and pride. I get why those would matter. But where do you think they let you get off saying the kinds of things you did?
Ooh.
I...
Gaius.
He's not wrong.
Patrick, I really think you should.
I wouldn't bother. If I were you, I would dump his ass.
Gaius raises an excellent question.
Uh-oh.
I'd say this marks the end of our mock battle. Many thanks to the members of Class I for their gracious cooperation.
Sure. Gracious. We'll go with that.
Oh, and just for future reference, self-study doesn't mean wander around outside doing whatever you want. That goes for you two over there, too. Back to the classroom with you.
Ha
Doctor, please excuse us.
I've decided that for your combat training tomorrow, I'll be pointing out everything you did wrong today.
Na 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 na.
I'll be giving you the full, shameful play-by-play, of course. But I want you to really think about where you need to improve.
Very well. Excuse us. Patrick! Wait for us!
There's a thing called a backbone, boys. You better learn it.
Really gonna get ugly.
As far as I'm concerned, it already had. This is exactly why I can't stand nobles.
And for once, I agree with Machias.
Please, don't place me in the same category as that imbecile.
Well, he is of noble birth.
Thanks, Gaius. That meant a lot to me.
Not sure why you're thanking me, but whatever I did, I'm glad to have helped.
Is he really that clueless? I thought he was... You know what? No. You're awesome, Gaius.
Okay, that concludes this month's practical exam. Next, I'll be giving you the locations for your next field study.
Oh, yes, it had almost slipped my mind.
Where to this month?
Everyone, take one of these.
Group A. Rean, Alyssa, Emma, Eustace, Gaius. Nord Highlands.
Reonia Island. That's in the far west of the Empire, isn't it?
Indeed. It's an island off the coast of Lemaire province, known for its ruins. However...
The Nord Highlands are beyond the Empire's northeastern borders, are they not?
That's right. They're out past Ruhr on the other side of the border.
Since the age of antiquity, the Highlands have been home to a tribe of nomads.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
You're from the Nord Highlands, aren't you, Gaius?
Sure am. We've actually made arrangements for everyone in Group A to stay at my home in our settlement. I hope you'll all enjoy yourselves.
Thanks, Gaius. Still, it felt nice to put those nobles in their place.
Your rank's gone up. Here's a little something from the academy.
Thanks.
Well done.
What a bunch of losers. For everything that she's worth, though, I will have to say that Sarah is quite perceptive. She knows about the issues between Laura and Fee, and she's trying to work them out. Unfortunately, I don't think it will work out.
Still, I couldn't believe it when I saw Nord Highlands written right next to our names. I wasn't ever expecting our field studies to take us that far out.
Well, it does make sense, since it's an important place in the history of the Academy's founder, Emperor Dracos.
Indeed, the Highlands are where he first began to solidify his military power during the War of the Lions.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's about the extent of my knowledge of the Highlands, to be honest.
No worries. I'll tell you more about Nord on the way there. Anyway, I hope you're all ready for a long trip. The train ride between here and there is over 8 hours.
Holy cow!
8 hours? almost an entire day's journey.
It sounds as though the experience will be more than worth the trouble, though.
By the time we get there, it'll probably be evening already.
You think we should go stock up on some snacks before we leave? There'll be no need for that, Lady Lisa.
Good morning, Sharon.
We're almost ready to head out to the station.
Oh, of course, of course. I hope you all have a safe journey. I would also be very pleased if you would accept this.
What is it?
I took the liberty of preparing some sandwiches for all of you, as well as a pot of lemon tea for each group. I'm afraid I wasn't able to fix a proper breakfast, so I hope you'll enjoy these on the train instead.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it.
Such a thoughtful caretaker.
We'd be more than happy to accept them.
Oh, think nothing of it. Any good maid would do as much. Well, everyone sure loves you, don't they?
Oh boy.
I guess my objecting to you being here just made you work that much harder to cozy up to everyone else. I would never dream of such a thing.
Right.
Please have a safe and pleasant journey, my lady. I'll be counting the hours until your return. Fine, I'm leaving. Hold on. You aren't plotting anything else, are you?
What would she be plotting?
I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. Yeah, if you say so.
Alyssa, what would she be plotting?
All right, we're leaving for real this time. Have a safe journey.
Please excuse us.
The dormitory's in your hands while we're away.
Looks like Group A just took off then.
Good morning, Lady Sarah. Would it have been too much to see them off if you were awake this whole time?
Their field study begins the moment they wake up on the day of their departure. So since I'm responsible for grading their performance, I figured it was best to leave them to their own devices.
I see. You make a valid point.
Just one question for you. When will you be returning?
You truly are perceptive, Lady Sarah. I suppose there is no reason not to tell you. I will be returning before my lady and her classmates do. That's as much as I can tell you.
I see.
Huh. I wonder where she's running off to. Oh, I see those two are still not getting along, huh? Thunder and then roar, yep. Yeah, let's go. That's gonna be a long trip. To be honest, I think it might take a lot more than that. Thing is, I don't even know what the heck the problem is between the two of them. Did something happen that I missed? Are you sure she is up to anything? What a nice way of diverging it. Does she have something wrong with Fee's background? Is that what's egging her on? Fee? Well, I mean, that was kind of a... What a weird thing to say. Yeah, no kidding. I bet you it's got something to do with the fact that she was a Jaeger. Hmm. Well, it would have to be considering it's at the central point of the entire continent. Marcus, what's the matter? Are you sad that you're gonna leave Eustace aside? Is that his sister?
Is something on your mind, Elise?
Yep, that's his sister.
Has some rugged, handsome young man caught your eye? Like your brother, perhaps?
Please, Your Highness. I just thought I saw someone I recognized. But it couldn't possibly have been him. I can't imagine what would bring him to the capital this early in the morning.
Someone you recognized? I wonder. But I knew you wouldn't deny it. That your brother is handsome, I mean.
Oh boy.
Please. I knew that I shouldn't have told you about him.
Oh, come now, I'm only teasing. There's no need to sulk. I'll give you a little something from Mariage Cross to make up for it.
But that's an adult lingerie brand.
What?
Please excuse us, Captain Claire.
I'm sorry. I hope I haven't sullied your ears with our scandalous conversation.
Not at all, Your Highness.
So I'm assuming that's the princess.
I came to inform you that the special train to the Imperial Villa will be arriving shortly. I look forward to accompanying you today.
It'll be a pleasure to have you with us.
Certainly.
Judging by what I'm seeing in the picture, it's going to be a very pretty place. I vaguely remember it when I played it myself. It was very wide. I do know that. Yep, it's definitely a special place, considering it's basically the home base for everything. They don't have wyverns in this day and age. I caught it. and thus the destruction of the Earth's hemisphere begins. All aboard! Oh, I get to control them? Cool.
Oh, there won't be any need for that.
Oh my god, she's following me!
What?
No way.
Sharon?
How did she beat us there?
How did you get here before us? The power of my love for you allows me to do the impossible, my lady. And as you'll see, I've prepared packed lunches for all of you that far surpass this morning's offerings. I do hope you'll enjoy them.
How did you get here before us? And how did you have the time to prepare lunches? Are you a witch?
Thanks.
We really appreciate you going to all the trouble to make these for us.
True. That said, I'm really curious how you got here before us.
She's a reoccurring character. You will see her throughout all the games.
It seems that the Rhineford family's maid enjoys a little amusement at the expense of her employer. I imagine you transferred to an airship in the capital?
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? You can cut the time from Heimdall to Ruhr in half if you travel by airship, I think.
You got me. I took advantage of the opportunity to borrow the airship's kitchen so I could make your lunches as well. They're quite fresh, so take a moment to savor the taste.
Well, thank you.
We really do appreciate all you're doing for us.
Honestly, I knew you had to be up to something. You're not planning on coming all the way to the Nord Highlands with us now, are you? I'd love to, but unfortunately, I have some other business I must attend to. I may not be able to return to Trista for a while either. Other business?
Sharon will be assisting me with my work.
Oh. Yep, that's Alyssa's mom, alright.
Mother?
Hello, Elisa. Ah, you all must be members of Class VII. I'm Elisa's mother, Irina, also the chairman of the Rhineford group. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, let me put it this way. The maid in this game is something special.
The pleasure is ours. I'm Rean.
All I can say is it's in her name. Sharon Kruger.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Emma Milstein.
Gaius Warzel. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Eustace Alborea. A pleasure.
I'm glad you're all managing to get along with my obstinate daughter. I wish I could stay a while, but unfortunately I have work that can't wait. Come along, Sharon.
As you wish, Madam Chairman. What? Seriously? You show up like this and that's all you have to say?
Was she supposed to say more?
It's always work with you, isn't it? You probably didn't even notice I left home until I was already gone. Now it's just, hello, Elisa, and that's it? My lady.
I did get the impression her relationship with her mother wasn't all sunshine and gumdrops.
Seems
there's a lot of friction between them.
You can live your life however you see fit. I have no intention of forcing the Rhineford group on you. Even if you decide to follow a certain someone's path and cast aside all sense of responsibility, it's your choice to make. Besides, I still manage to keep myself informed of the general goings-on in your academic life in the monthly reports I receive from the Academy.
What? I knew Sharon would relay back information about me, but reports from the Academy itself?
Oh, you must not have known. In addition to my other responsibilities, I also sit on the Academy's board of directors.
Jeez Louise.
Oh my, that means...
Just like Rufus.
It does appear that way. I'd certainly deem the chairman of the Rhineford group a canny choice as a member of the board.
The Rhineford group is heavily involved in the development of the Orbal staff, as well as your Arcus. I must say, I'm quite pleased with the reports I've received on your usage of both. I'm looking forward to seeing the results of this month's field study as well. Do give me some good reading, won't you?
Please excuse us, my lady. Take care during the rest of your journey.